Hello, 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 hello. Yvette Sojourner here. Yvette Sojourner here. Welcome. Listen, if you haven't already, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. How is all this goodness going to be spread across the YouTubeverse and the interweb? This is a place and a space where luxury meets authenticity. Hello. Listen. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Yes, we are still in Petty. What a day. Let me tell you, we just got back from roaming the Louvre. Yes, let me just say, it is so hot in Paris and I am not complaining. It is so beautiful out there. Oh my goodness, I cannot even begin to tell you how beautiful it is, but it has been an amazing day. Amazing day. I know in the last unboxing, I shared with you the goodies that I picked up from Dior, but on today, we have a little something else to unbox. Yes, I am in France. Why would I not pop over to Louis Vuitton to pick up a couple things? Now, let me just say, they are not any of the more recent releases and collaborations that have been happening, but they are something that I have been needing. Yes, I wink because it's true, and wanting for a very long time. So I figure, why not share this all with you and pick them up? Now, I will also add, these items are not the easiest to get in the US where I am at least, but I know that when I checked online before we left, they were available. So if you're interested and you are in the US, just know that you can find them there. Let's get into this unboxing. I am so excited. Let me put this, of course, the mic, always the mic. Let me put the mic on. And first item. Admittedly, I did not ask for boxes because why? I'm just going to leave them here at the hotel anyway. So I went ahead and just said no, thank you. And I'm so happy this individual actually brought it up. And I just was like, yeah. No, thank you. So here we are. Oh my gosh, I've waited for this for a while. Yes, I picked up the Nice Vanity case. It is in the original Louis Vuitton monogram. Yes, let me tell you about this piece, what I know of it. As you can see, look, I'm smishing it. It's very, very soft and durable. It does have a top handle here. When you open it up, there is a zip here, which also possesses a little pocket. So you can slide something in there. And then on the inside, there's a slit here, and there's also a bigger slit in the back. I picked this up because when we are visiting the boutiques in the US and we're doing our little road trips, I need something for my toiletries, and I am pretty much fed up with just tossing them in a bag. So I figure I might as well look for something that is going to work for me, but then also elevate what I was already using and doing. And this is it. So this is the first item I picked up. When we went in, they had like several of these in stock. The salesperson who assisted us, he was amazing. He let me know immediately it was not going to be a problem. But this next item was actually more of an issue than any other item that I was looking at. And ultimately, I was just looking for the Nice Vanity cases. I'm not even gonna lie. And you know, listen, if you follow me, you know one thing about me. When I have my mind set on something, that is exactly what I'm going there for. I mean, this individual tried so hard to, hey, do you want any ready to wear shoes, bags? Do you want anything? And I was like, no. I know exactly what I want. And I went straight to that space to where the vanity cases were, because some of them were on display. So with this one, what was also on display, there was this one, I believe this, what size is this? I actually had to look this up because I was very confused by what was on display. I'm not even gonna lie to you. They have several vanities, especially in the Nice line. So I really had to do my research when it came to it. So when it comes to the knees, they are these little vanities, and I'm saying vanities, I'm using it loosely because I want to show you why in a second. But let's just say this one that I picked up is the BB. They also had a mini and they had a nano. I could not for the life of me figure out what to do with the mini or the nano, so it was a no for me. It just did not make any sense. Maybe, just maybe, it is because I have these Chanel pouches that are about the same size, roughly. This one I got years ago. I now use this. I don't use it for anything but my cables and things for my electronics. Yeah, right? Don't judge me. You can, but it's not gonna bother me any. And then I have this one, which is slightly bigger. And I have a feeling that this is pretty much the size of the mini, whereas the pink Chanel case that I have is more the size of the nano. And because I really cannot use these for the things that I need them for when it comes to my toiletries, I just don't use them. So that my tech things go into these pouches, which if you watch my very, very, very old videos, you will see that how I use these. Moving on. So yes, this is the BB size. Let me make sure. Let me check to make sure. Let me check to make sure because listen, I want to make sure I give you all the good information. Yes, this is a Nice BB size. It is a very nice size. On to the next one. Yes, so then I got this. I picked up the Louis Vuitton Vanity. Now they actually categorize this one as a vanity. It is much bigger than the other three, and I mean, you can see that, right? Like you could see the difference there when it comes to the size. And the other thing I should point out is this one is not the easiest to get. It does come with a strap. Let me go ahead and open it up and show you some of the things that it does come with. There's a tag, there's a handle, and there are loops for the strap. The strap is on the inside. So let me show you the inside. The strap is right here. There's some bottle holders right here. And then here is another pouch that you can put something in. I actually tried to put my phone in there and it worked perfectly, FYI. I could also see putting sunglasses in there. I don't know why, but hey, it's there. Use it. And then there's a slit. Let me show you. There's a slit right here in the front. And there is a mirror. This case is indeed different than the other Nice cases. I have dubbed this the Nice Vanity. I will put the name of it below so that you can look that up if you want to. I have not checked this out online. I believe it was online when I left the US. I haven't checked recently. FYI, the biggest difference between this vanity and this Nice case is the fact that this one is incredibly, you see how I'm smushing that? Incredibly durable. Whereas this has more structure to it. So I am going to say, even especially the back, this is more of a travel case. The sales associate was telling me that it's, to him, it felt like a real true piece of luggage. So it's like a suitcase, right? I can see that, but at the same time, I'm going to see if it fits in my new luggage just to see how much space it takes up. I have a feeling that I will be using this both for the US and for France for several reasons. In the US, because I can put my bottles in here when it comes to my hair, my face, all the things, and not really have to worry about them. And also he informed me that the inside of this is actually cleanable, so you can just wipe it down if you have a spill, and I love the idea of that. Hence why when it came to utilizing something like my Speedy or my Neverfull as a toiletry bag or a travel bag in that scents did not work out for me because I was afraid if I spilled something, it was just, that would be atrocious. So this gives me that freedom and I'm very excited about it. Did I mention another difference between these two vanities is, of course, this one comes with a little luggage tag on it so that you can see, but this one also has a lock that comes with it along with the strap. This one does not have any of that. FYI, you simply just have the top handle. I did also chat with the SA about the uses for the mini and the nano, and he did inform me that some people use the mini as a purse, so they create a strap and they carry it as though it is an actual purse. I'm not going to do that. I just feel that that's a lot of work for me. So I did not get that. So the mini and the nano were a no for me, just immediately off the bat. But these two made the most sense for sure. Now, this was not easy to get here in Paris. When I went in and asked for it, he told me that I could go to the other boutiques, because there were several other boutiques within Paris that I could have gone to who had it, but he was able to order it for me, seeing we will be here until Friday. There was ample time to get it. And sure enough, after he placed the order, it did come that evening, and he was able to put it with this case and get them both to me the following day, first thing in the morning. It was not that painful, but it was a little tricky, because if not, he did inform me the boutiques that had it, plus the airport had it. FYI, if you are at the Paris airport, it is there. And if you're searching for it, I don't know. I think that I will be using this, but I will also be using some plastic cases to put inside of it. I saw someone do that recently in a video, and I thought that was the best idea, especially for the smaller things that I will need when it comes to traveling and everyday items. That will be the perfect pairing, but I will keep you all posted and up to date. I did not want to combine this unboxing with everything else, just in case my Louis Vuitton lovers out there wanted to just see this segment. My unboxing, I swear to you, if I put everything together, it would probably be days long, literally. So I figure I would just break them up into smaller segments, so then you could just come along with me as we travel through Paris and enjoy ourselves. Yes, I want to make sure I share the entire experience with you all. So that is all I have for you today. And yeah, let me see what is next. What is after this? Oh my God, what's after this? My Hermes appointment is tomorrow. Do you hear me? First thing in the morning, my Hermes appointment is tomorrow. We get to see what will happen, how the Kelly Elan debacle will end. I will be able to share all those details with you, but you have to wait. You have to wait. So I hope to see you in the next one. Thank you so much for joining me as always. Until next time. Okay, it is first thing in the morning. Just finished breakfast and I am supposed to be preparing to go to my Hermes appointment. Yes, why am I even on here with all of you? Let me show you something I just discovered that I think is the neatest thing in the world. Remember the cases that I picked up from Louis Vuitton? This is the bigger one. This is the bigger Vanity. So let's take the strap out. Here's the strap. We're going to remove it. And yes, do you see these beauties that I brought with me on this trip? Mind you, I have not been to Hermes as yet, so none of these are from the appointment, okay? So let me show you what I discovered. The first one is the Kelly Elan that I picked up in Marseille. You see that? Look at that. Look at that. Am I on to something or what? This is my mini Constance. I am not going to remove any other protective items. It just does not make sense because I need to start getting ready. And then my mini Kelly, I am carrying that today for my appointment. So let's just tuck her in there. Look at that. Look at that. Now I also have this, but I think that's asking a bit much. And because it has this little piece here, I want to be mindful of that. But look at that. Oh my goodness. I could zip this up and go. Oh my goodness, I am speechless. Yes, I just had to share that with you. I was fooling around with it and showing Hubs what bottles, the height of each bottle that would fit in there, and we were very impressed. But when I was like, well, let me see if any of the bags will fit. Yes, the mini bags, the Hermes mini bags do fit. I am not sure about anything regarding a Birkin. I will not be able to even check that until I get back. I highly doubt the Birkin 25 would fit in there just because of the height and also the width, but we shall see. I will try. But so you know, if you are wanting something to protect your bag and give you a little bit more comfort and confidence, this may be it, okay?